the show with your friend and mine. So tell me, Dr. Squee, who's it gonna be this time? We like to hear you talk, but we love to hear you listen. And if you are not subscribed, you won't know what you're missing. So welcome to the Dr. Squee Show. Welcome to the Dr. Squee Show. Welcome to the Dr. Squee Show. Headphones up. Here we go.
Hello and welcome to this very special video, which is talking all about Squeefest. So we're nearly there, guys. We're now heading towards the kind of like it's within a week. By this time next week, Squeefest will be finished. So next week, I will be live from Saturday the 10th till Sunday the 11th of September, 2 p.m. till 2 p.m. BST. Please check out your local time zones to check when the fun's happening in your local area. But guys, I want to just go through the whole lineup, the whole details for the day, just go through everything now with just a week to go. So you may see the little kind of logo up here for StreamYard. It's very important. We want to shout them out because the good folks at StreamYard have given us a free upgrade just for the event. So we've gone from the standard package we had to the deluxe kind of premium package. So we can go for the entire broadcast amount of time. We could, go for up to 24 hours. Due to streaming limits imposed on us by Facebook, we've just cut it down to 3 8-hour chunks. So you can watch any of the interviews back later if you miss anything. But we just want to thank the good folks at StreamYard. If you need to stream anything, they are really just so simple and easy to use. You just go on their website, sign up, and then it will talk you through everything to adding the different places which you want to stream to. And then just at the click of the button, you select where you want to stream it to, and it will stream it out to your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitch, your YouTubes, anything you like. They really are a great deal. So please do support them as they support Squeefest. And any money which is saved by doing this, I'm going to donate personally after the event to Squeefest, to the wonderful people at Shelter. So that's who we're doing this for. It's Shelter, the wonderful charity who's making sure that people who have housing insecurity or people who find themselves homeless get into sustainable housing. So it's looking after people who need it the most at a time when they need it the most, when this country is going through, and many countries are going through a cost of living crisis. So this is really important. So please do donate whatever you can. We're currently up as we speak to £40 already before the event, which is marvelous. If you're in a position to donate, please do. If you're not, something which I'm just making sure I'm highlighting, if you can't afford to donate, come along, have a good time. We don't want anyone to feel bad because they're going through the cost of living crisis, which we're doing this for. This is as much for you as it is for anyone. But if you can afford to donate anything, please do donate at the link below. So guys, let's go through the lineup for Squeefest. So you've already seen me before talking through some of the guests we've got. So we've got Yi Cho, Lee Sullivan, Sue Hodges, so many others. I'm going to go through the full list with you now and all the other shows which you can look forward to as part of Squeefest. So things kick off at 2 p.m. with a little 10-minute intro. I'm just going to tell you about what's going to be happening during the day. Throughout the day, anytime I go to the loo or anything else, my good friend Fred is cutting out little 10-minute sections from interviews I've done in the past, just to give me enough time for a bathroom break or to grab a pizza or whatever. So even when I'm not going to be on screen, it's going to be like interviews from the past Squeefests and past interviews I've done. So that'll be worth tuning in for alone. But we have got at 10 minutes past 2, the latest addition to Squeefest, the last edition, Steve Ashton. What a wonderful guy. You might know him for the Ralph Report, which he does with Ralph Garman, who's probably best known for doing the voices on Family Guy. He's like the fifth Family Guy, if you like. He's the one who provides the voices which aren't done by the regular cast, but he's also this hilarious comedian. He does Hollywood Babble, and Steve Ashton joins him for the Ralph Report as the showbiz British correspondent. Steve also does the Holistic Buffet, which is all about well-being, as well as doing Light Camera Ashton, which is his new online impersonation show, which he's been doing for a little while now, and he's going to tell us all about it at Squeefest. We've got at 3 o'clock, we've got Ian McNeice, the wonderful actor, probably best known as Churchill from Doctor Who or from Doc Martin, all the Doc shows, obviously. And he's been in every film you care to mention for the last God knows how long in British film history. He is amazing. Just IMDb him, you'll see everything you love which he's been in, including Ace Ventura 2 he was in. Outrageous Liars comes to you at 4 p.m. So that is the game whereby Ed Fortune takes me and a load of top quality improvisers through some games. So basically, we get asked to tell him about a time when the fantastical thing happened, or like last year, I was asked, tell us about the time which you invented 5 new flavors of ice cream, and I had to make them up on the spot. And then, just to make it even more tricky for us, the other players add little facts to the legend. So they say, oh, look, Ed, I'm sorry, but I believe Squee's forgotten to tell us about the time when one of the ice cream flavors got you in a court of law. And then I've got to add that to what I'm making up on the spot. So it's great. It's really good fun. You're going to love it. Here we go. We've got After Outrageous Lies at 5 p.m. Gareth's Random Ramblings. Now, I've got to admit, I don't know that much about Gareth's show. He was someone who I got put in touch with by Jem from Talking Codswallop. Lovely guy. He's a Kiwi in Australia, and it's him and his wife usually just on Random Ramblings. So it'll be fun to find out all about that. At 6 p.m., we've got Yiji Cho. He is he was in as Chung Lee in the Doctor Who TV movie back in '96, and he's also been in Continuum, Stargate Atlantis. He's been in loads of wonderful projects, and I can't wait to talk to him about all of that. He's also said if someone donates £20 or more, he will give them a link for a discount on his book, which he's written all about his time filming Doctor Who. So can't say fairer than that. At 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. we got 2 hours. This is the only show which is going for 2 hours, and it's Retrek. Now, Retrek started life on Squeefest. On the first Squeefest, it was something I came up with James and Elliot, who are the regular hosts now. I stopped by. I've sort of become a regular again, but I stop by every now and again, and we have a good time talking about Star Trek. For this special one, we're going to talk about that week's episode of Lower Decks, which is so much fun. If you haven't seen it, binge it in time for Squeefest. It's well worth it. And then we're going to be talking about Galaxy Quest. So we're going to be taking a sort of sidestep from Star Trek to talk about something Star Trek inspired. It's going to be a good time. At 9 p.m, I mentioned them before, it's Jem and James, hopefully. James might have something else on, but hopefully Jem and James joining us for Talking Codswallop. It's just a fun, funny podcast where they talk about all things, and the Codswallop is their kind of little complaints of the week, which is always fun to hear about. At 10 p.m, it's Due South by Southeast. It's me and Mountain Michelle talking about Due South, giving it its dues one episode at a time. We're going to start talking about Series 3. That's where they introduced the new Ray, for anyone who's familiar with the show. It's going to be a good time. We have got 11 p.m. We've got the Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast. That's Alex, and it's always a good time. Look, just watch it. It's great. If you don't know it, watch it. You'll have a good time. We've got a Midnight Ghost Hunters Live. So this is my friends Andy and Mary are going to be off at a live ghost hunt, and me and John Wright, who some of you may know from the Due South fandom, he's going to be joining me, and we're going to be asking loads of questions about the hunt as it happens in progress. So that's going to be really cool. Look, the midnight slot has always been a sort of like fun thing to do something spooky with, but to actually be a live ghost hunt, I think is really exciting. So I can't wait. Thank you very much. I think it's the Southern Ghost Society, if I'm naming that right. I'm sure I'll be corrected, or South Coast Society. I will be corrected on the day, but thank you to them for letting us join in on the hunt live, and we will probably give the title of the group on the day. Look, it's been a lot organising this. What can I say, guys? We have got at 1 a.m. BST. These times are all in BST. Please do Google against your local time zones. Brian Mallow, who is the science comedian. I happened to bump into this guy when I was interviewing him and someone else about a documentary Science Friction, which talks all about science being misquoted in films and media. And I just had such a great time talking to him. I wanted to talk to him one-on-one, and Squeefest seemed like the perfect opportunity. So he makes jokes based on science. It's all good. At 2 a.m, we've got Netheads. My friend Will Wilkins, we yearly catch up we do it on his podcast, which is a mixture of geek information and tech review. They don't do that much tech review these days, but I always have such a good time talking to Will. He is maybe known to you from this Smodcast network, where he does a lot of the tech behind the scenes for Kevin Smith. And he's also the DILF from Hollywood Babylon, I believe he is officially known as now. We've got 3 a.m. Michael W. Moore, the props master from Star Trek. He's worked on Gremlins, Back to the Future, the Hobbit movies. If it's to do with props, he's done it. We are then followed on another Star Trek guest. It's Rick Sternbach, and he's on at 4 a.m., which is, I think, at a bit more of a reasonable time in specific times. So specific times, Michael W. Moore is at 7 p.m., and Rick is at 8 p.m. And Rick was the producer and the production designer behind Star Trek. So he made Star Trek look as fantastic as it did. So next up, we've got For the Trees with Jeff Feitner. He's my friend who I used to do a sitcom with. We were on the sitcom Forza Crowd. So he's welcomed me onto his podcast for the second year running on Squeefest. We've got Rob Lloyd at 6 a.m. Now, Rob Lloyd is the Australian comedian. He does a few different shows he's done in the past. We can talk all about it, but he's currently again reviving his Who Me stage show, amongst other things. He's just a good time. Like, it's going to be great talking to Rob and catching up with him. He's been on TV shows in Australia, which unfortunately, I'm sorry, I do research these, but I don't have them to hand. And because they're in Australia, they're not ones I'm familiar with, but I look forward to talking to him all about them. We have got at 7 a.m., Blaine Garrison is going to join us. So Blaine used to be known as Johnny White Trash online before he retired his kind of persona. He is one of those people who could just talk on everything or nothing for an hour. I would basically say hi, and maybe I'll just chuck in a question here and there, but generally it'll just be Blaine talking and me having a great time with him. It is always good fun. Always very random and always a little bit naughty in the conversation based on the subject. So, the one for the strong of heart maybe at that time. We got after that on Classical. The ladies from Classical, they're amazing. They take a classic bit of literature, we talk about it and pick apart all the mad insanity which is within some of the literature which we've come to know and love. So last year we did the Grimm Tales, which was amazing. And this year, I want to say Skeksis. There is something from literature, a term which I'd never heard, which we're going to be talking about. But trust me, the guys are amazing, and they always just spin goal after these stories and pick the weirdest kind of bits from these literatures. It's going to be a good time. 9 a.m. we've got Geek Squad. Geek Squad presents. So they talk about a different movie every week. It's a new podcast, and we're going to be talking about Mad Max 2. We have at 10 a.m. Samantha Lee Howe. She is the writer and now producer. She wrote The Stranger in Our Bed, which is now a major motion picture. And it's got Samantha Bond and a huge cast in it. It's going to be absolutely amazing. It's out on VOD now in the UK as well as America. So you can buy it right now, the film. And I highly recommend it. I can't wait to talk to Sam all about that and her writing. At 11 a.m., we've got Sue Hodges. Sue Hodge, who is Mimi LeBlanc from Allo Allo, which some of you will fondly remember. She's going to be telling all tale about Allo Allo. I met her at a con a little while ago where I was hosting a panel with the Allo Allo cast, and we just had such a good time. I couldn't wait to invite her to Squeefest, and so thankful she agreed to join us. 12 p.m. we've got Lee Sullivan. He's the amazing artist who works on comic books for Doctor Who. He's worked on 2000 AD, RoboCop, Transformers. If there's anything good to be done in comics, he's been part of it. He's an amazing artist, and I can't wait to talk to him all about it. I've met him at so many cons over the years. He's become a con friend. So at 1 p.m., to finish off Squeefest, to bring the house down, we've got Wrestling Top Trumps with Leezy, Kingy, and Spindles. So this is the game where I have two hats in front of me. I'm going to be playing host for this one because I don't know enough about wrestling to think on the hoof about it. So in one hat, I'm going to have wrestling names. In the other hat, I'm going to have different categories. So say if I picked out, and I'm trying to think of different wrestlers every time, but my knowledge of wrestlers isn't that big. So say if I picked out The Rock, and I picked the best one to go paragliding with, they would have to find a decent reason why The Rock is good at paragliding and why he would be the best person to have with you. I mean, probably good at, he's in good shape. He'd be able to steer you right. I reckon he'd be good. But they will think of more deep bench knowledge on The Rock than I will. And that's what going to be the close of the Squeefest. It's going to be a great time, guys. Look, I really hope as many of you as possible join me. If you're watching this stream in one of the like Due South groups or one of the Star Trek groups, it might be that some of the streams share to there and some don't, only because we get up to 8 streams per, like 8 locations per stream. So if you don't see this, the first stream or the third stream, please do follow the Dr. Squee Facebook page or Dr. Squee on Twitter and Instagram. You'll find out where to join us. But look, it's going to be a great day. We're going to hopefully raise a lot of money for shelter. Again, it's a wonderful charity helping people who are struggling to keep a roof over their head during the cost of living crisis. So go to justgiving.com/sheltersquee to donate whatever you can right now. And then, sit back, relax, and watch it on the day. Again, if you can't afford to donate, though, please don't sweat it. Have a good time. Enjoy joining us for a fun-filled day. So I've also put in the description of this stream how to join us as well. I'm just going to check if we've got any comments because I've been rubbing on. No, we don't. So, guys, I can't wait. It's just 5 more days now. That's a bit scary, really. But I can't wait to join you for Squeefest, Saturday the 11th at 2 p.m. through till Sunday the 11th at 2 p.m. Donate now, justgiving.com/sheltersquee. And please use our good sponsors at StreamYard. They're sponsoring this event. They've given us a free upgrade just for the event. So thank you very much. I will see you in a week. I'm just going to get a lot of sleep now. Bye. Oh, and as I sign off on the radio show, and obviously not while I'm looking for the theme song, but in a world where you can be absolutely anything, please be kind.